Hello, hello, hello. It's LIVETVISION. Why am I saying hello like that? I don't even normally talk like that. This is my third time doing this video. The first time the mic cut out because I've got wire difficulties right now. And the second time I thought I was recording for like an hour and I wasn't recording. I flexed too much and I was chatting a lot of shit without even checking. I apologize for swearing, but hopefully no kids are editors like this or film or camera guys. So hopefully I'm just talking to a bunch of adults. So let me go back. This is the laptop I'm using, the MSI GT73VR 7RF Titan Pro. I had the GT7 II before that, which was dope, but I didn't have the RAID in it. It had a problem when I was in Grenada, so I decided instead of sending it back to MSI from Grenada to Poland in Europe, I said I'll buy another one and then hopefully I'll fix this one and sell it. And then as it got to Grenada from DHL, I realized that let me try and fix the laptop, and I'd just done one thing, and it was something in the BIOS that didn't allow the thingy to go to boot from the driver it was actually on, and I fixed it immediately. So I had two working MSI laptops, gaming laptops, and then I ended up selling one for 3,000 because there's no laptops in that island. So it was happy days for me. And yeah, now I'm gonna say this. Where do I start? I was all over the place in the last two videos that weren't successful because of this mic issue. But I'm gonna say, let me press play. I'm gonna go to full screen. I'm gonna press play, and I'm gonna tell you my opinion on this footage. This is probably the best footage that they're gonna give because it's raw. I can see grains in the grass. I can see, they call it noise. I can see noise in this area, and then as he's coming down on the bike from going up, you start seeing the grain. Maybe it's flickering. You start seeing the grain, and you see grain. But then when you dash on one of these, it's over. It's amazing. Look at it. Bam! I hate ProRes. I don't see the whole point of having. I have an Ursa Mini. I knew I was buying the Blackmagic Pocket Cinema camera before I saw footage of it. I mean, for that price, you can buy it and then not be disappointed regardless because it's not expensive. It's cheap. It's £1,000 for a camera. It's cheap. You get me? Metabones, I don't really want to buy one of those. Speed boosters, I don't want to buy one of those. I don't want to buy one of those, to be honest. I just don't want to. Like, I don't want one. Like, I don't want one. I don't want to buy it. I don't want to pay 400 and something pounds for something that gives you how many? I don't even know how much. I don't even care to pay £400 for something that gives me a couple stops greater on my. I ain't got time. Like, come on, like seriously, like the stupid little tiny thing that you're gonna sell me, you're gonna charge me that much money for, and there's a few other adapters somewhere else that cost £12. You understand? Like, I'm not. Oh, come on, the game is stupid. Like, Blackmagic needs to start making speed boosters. Like, seriously, you're bringing us these stupid cameras, not even supplying us that, and that's one thing that Blackmagic does, which I don't understand. Blackmagic is the best camera company ever. Like, I don't care what anyone says. You can argue with me until the cows come home. You can leave some comments. I will not read them, but maybe other people might read them. You can give me thumbs down. You don't have to subscribe. I don't care about subscribers. I'm just giving my opinion, whether you watch it or not. I think Blackmagic do stupid things. You know, it's Blackmagic's like a woman you love that does just dumb shit. You understand? Or a man you love that just does dumb shit. Like, I don't know. I can't understand some things they do. Like, why ever make a camera that doesn't use SSD? Why ever make one? When you went from, there's the production camera, that was a dope concept. It was a shit camera. It was a dope concept. It was a dope concept because it had a SSD on it. It was a shit camera because it didn't have a fan on it. It had that stupid little foreskin at the front of it that kind of made it look so nuts. It was a good concept, the big screen at the back, but it was a stupid camera. Do you understand? It's almost like that camera and the pocket camera is a mixture between this new Blackmagic Pocket Cinema camera, but it should have had an SSD. They should have never stopped doing cameras with SSD slots. They should have never stopped. They should have kept it going because they gave us problems when they started doing that CFast issue with every camera they put CFast cards on is an issue, because I had to buy one memory card, the 56 one, for 500 and something pounds, English pounds. And then I found out, obviously, that you needed the two of them. I leaned back for a second there. You needed two of them to power the 60 frames a second, and it's just like, I need two now. It's 1,000 and something. So I just said to the company when they delivered it through my door, when I was supposed to sign for it, I said to them, where's my memory card, sorry? I was supposed to sign for it. Where's my memory card? I had it in my hand. They was like, oh, well, you said it was delivered. I said, where was it delivered to? Because I didn't sign for nothing. And they was like, well, they said it went to a different address, but it actually went to my address, but they told me it went to a different address. So I was like, even great. That's even better. So I ended up having to fill out a form, sending it back to them, and they sent me a brand new one. So I had two for the price of one, basically, because I was scheming then, and I didn't really care, because I might spend 1,000 on two memory cards that last 20 minutes on average when I'm shooting my RAW. So I decided to do research on different ways of recording, because I knew that I couldn't buy no more CFast cards, and there's no point. There's no reason to buy more CFast cards. And I started seeing other people coming up with the SSD recorders and stuff like that. I'm like, well, you should have just put that into the camera, because everyone complains about it. SSD slots are just what you film, you slot that out, and you slot it into your lappy, and you're ready to go. Game over. You get me? Game over. Like, then it's like, come on, man. That's where they went wrong. They went wrong with not putting fans in all their cameras, and they not putting SSD in all their cameras, and not having obviously in this new camera, they're not having the accessibility to have the EF mounts and the PL mounts and whatever. I know it's a smaller camera, it's only $1,000, and you could just buy a booster, but you got to really think about it. Like, it's just a little bit of engineering, and you've got an EF mount, and you've done it before, and it's almost like you've got the production camera and the pocket cinema camera and just stuck them together, because without an SSD, but you flung a fan in there somewhere. Do you understand where I'm coming from? So they've done a lot, but I'm talking about cameras, and I should really be showing you the footage. So this is about footage. So my camera, my laptop with the LUTs on it, normally with RAW it goes crazy. My LUTs are on, and I'm not having, look up there, look at that, it's all green, it's 25 frames a second. Dope. So if you look at that, I'm quite surprised that this laptop normally struggles with RAW footage. I'm going to show you some in a minute that I've done. I'm going to show you this one specifically because it's a time lapse at a lossless DNG, cinema DNG files. And look at that, mate. I grade good, didn't I? And I didn't even grade nothing. I just went click clack. This is one thing I want Blackmagic to sort out. See this sort of setup here? I'm doing this, and I'm going here, and I'm going there, and I'm going there, and I'm going there, and I'm going here. And then I've clicked one. there should be a shortcut, which is a control. I say control T down or down up, down or up, to toggle through these instead of having to go back into it to change it because you don't like the look of that and you might like the look of that or you might like the look of that. I think you should be able to go control T for control L for LUT and then press down. I think that should be a command. If there is, because that command sounds crazy. That control L down. No, it doesn't sound right. Because otherwise, how would you know what you're toggling down with? And control L would mean control up, and then down would be to go down. And I would say, like, if you go down and you get to the bottom one, if you press down again, it should just go to the next one in line, like in this section, then go to here. Because all this is nuts. Like, I don't like that look. Let me get a lighter one and go click, 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 click. And it might work. It might work on the controller, but I don't want to buy the controller just to do that one thing. Do you understand? And then they should have a favorites, like what they do in the effects. They got a favorites effect, which mine never saves for some reason. I click favorite now, and then when I come and open it back up, they're all gone. So yeah, they should have a favorites column as well here, so you know what LUTs you. Because if you go into the film look, it's all these little digits and blah, 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 all that end bit, and you might not know it, but you might get used to it after like a day or two. But I don't want to get used to it. I just want to be able to go click, clack, 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 not have to look anywhere and just click and it's done. Do you understand? But that's one thing DaVinci Resolve needs help with, and I've always thought that because I've always had issues when I'm doing these things here. Sometimes it doesn't even latch on properly and it disappears. Today it's kind of okay for some reason. I must say DaVinci Resolve has gotten much smoother over the years. I've been using DaVinci Resolve since 11. It's gotten much smoother. It looks way more easier to manage and way more easier to do. I've never used Fusion before. I don't intend to use it because maybe that's just not my thing, but it's there. The option's there. It's dope. Fairlight, I never use it because I've got Cubase, and if I need to do any sort of sound or anything like that, I use Cubase, and that's good with me. But there's other footages I want to go through. Problem. I don't like the fact that they put this crap one up and they didn't put the one with the black girl up at least, because that's the best one they had. The black girl had the glasses on and she's, background, she's got this clouds and there's another guy she's talking to and it looks way better. Like, and it's in slow motion. I'm pretty sure it's in slow motion. This is garbage. This is garbage. You just filmed some guys stringing up some shit. Sorry for swearing, but it's garbage. Like, the most you're gonna get out of this is to see how much blue you can see them red and the sunset. There's a little sun, whatever. Let me go back to that sun bit. Let me go back to it there. Let me see if that can give us some sort of satisfaction if I just throw on a little lot. I don't even like that. The RE one, so for some reason, it doesn't always look good on on well exposed imagery. It looks, for me, it looks childish, like Wonder World, Wonder World. Like Wonderworld, it's not Wonderworld. Wonderworld, look, it's Wonderworld. It's dead, man. Come on, man. Flopping me, man. I'm just gonna give it a film look. Hopefully that looks. See what I'm saying? This is why. Did you see that just clap out? Like, it just clapped out. This is why they need a control command to toggle through these thingies. I think I used that one. What? This one looks better to me. It looks better. Doesn't look over it. Let me see what the sun looks like. Yeah, this one looks better. It looks kind of bluey. I didn't even put no what's that color chart thing? Yeah, I ain't got a color chart up or nothing. Wonder World. See, I gotta go back. If I didn't like that color, I gotta go back in again and then do all this and then see. Did you see that clap out again? This is why we need the toggle. I'm pretty sure I'm not the only person with that. See, it just happened again. I'm not the only person with that situation. I just happened again. They need a toggle. Control L, down, up, and then up, or not even backwards, down, up. See, I don't like that end. See, the well exposed ones, the film don't look great on. See this, you can see what's happening here. I keep going into it and it's flicking out, and it's like literally I'm not going into it right. It's just not going as how I want it to go. Anyway, yeah, cool. Yeah, I don't like the fact they just wasted my memory. It's like 2.5 gigs for that piece of crap there. But anyway, this laptop never has issues editing the ProRes files. I don't like ProRes because ProRes doesn't give me the flexibility that I need to make something look better. Like, look at the mountain bike scene. It was just like one touch of something and it was just done. It's dope. And then you can go, and this is another thing that I forgot to show you about that clip. This is, yeah, so that's the original. And then you can go project here, sorry, clip, and then it goes darker. And then when you look at it, it looks like a horror film, like someone's, like you can hear a chainsaw, and someone screaming and someone running and someone laughing. Listen, I didn't even put the sound back there, but full play. This looks horror now. So it went from a nice kind of lukewarm day in the woods to a horror film. Do you understand? And this is what I love about RAW, because you can't get this unless you try to crush the blacks and then ruin the whole scene. All I've done was change the ISO to 100. I did not know ISO went to 100 on that camera, which is what I've been looking for. Like, mine stays, I got the Ursa Mini 4.6K and it's 200 ISO. And do you understand what I'm saying? Like, I don't play with RAW, but RAW, do you see how that was no clips? I could play it again for you. That it goes to 25 immediately, stays there, no issues. Let's move on. This is my Ursa Mini RAW time lapse. Yeah, I've put all the stuff I need to put on there to make it, to give it a specific look. Look at this area here. It's gonna go to 25. Oh no, not yet. But it's struggling. You can see it's struggling, right? You can see it's struggling. So this is lossless 4.6 Cinema D and G. And you can see I wouldn't show you guys this. Look at those, whatever they are. They're moving at the same speed as the clouds. They're going in a different they're going in a diagonal direction. And I want to know what they are. 1, 2. There's a third one coming there. What is it? Sorry, it's not planes, because planes don't roll like that unless it's military. And the military planes have flashes. They don't have just a constant light. And stars don't move that fast. I'm sorry. The moon didn't move that fast. So the stars shouldn't really move that faster, because they're further away. Am I right? Anyway, it might have been thingies, what do they call them, satellites, but it's crazy. Just look at it. It's gonna loop, and I'm gonna allow you to see it over and over again. Over and over again, I'm gonna allow you to see it. They look weird because stars don't move that fast. Because if you look, my camera hasn't moved. The moon's not moving that fast. The moon's moving very, very slow. The clouds are moving at the same speed as these things are moving. Actually, the clouds are moving faster. How about that? Actually, no, they're moving at more or less the same speed. You can see it because they're crossing over at the same speed. Anyway, enough of that UFO nonsense. I love shooting in RAW because you're able to go in and do all this stuff here. See, the ISO, my ISO don't go beyond 200 or below 200 for some unknown reason on the Ursa Mini 4.6K. But I have no complaints, because for some, and that's another reason on their website they're not even telling you what it is. It's like, okay, I know it's RAW. I know I don't know if it's compressed. I don't know if it's lossless. I don't know if it's 4.1 or 4.3.1, or I don't know what it is. And they need to tell us. So I know next time I film, maybe I should film in this so it can get a smooth play out. Like, I'm getting a smooth play out. Like, look at that. There's no nothing. It's just smooth. It's just smooth. Look how smooth it is. I've got the dark look I want. Look at that. It looks like he's rushing home to get home before it gets dark. He's going to get in trouble. Look, he's going home quick before it gets dark. Quick, quick, quick. He's not chancing it. Look, he's off. No long thing. No long thing. Trying to get home before that moon pops up there. But anyway, a lot of people had issues with the way I do things. If I posted this up on Instagram, it would look dark as hell. You wouldn't be able to see the details. I posted something on Instagram on one of my pages, and everyone jumped on me like, "Oh, it looks like you crushed a black girl. It looks like she's a silhouette." And I was just like, I said, go to YouTube to see the footage, because it's not the same on YouTube. It looks different. And is it on YouTube? Where's my YouTube one? So this is my YouTube one, and if there's an issue I'm gonna have with this, and like everything doesn't look as dark as it does. Yes, I did rip the original files from the Blackmagic uploads from the YouTube uploader, and I was surprised to say that even though they had put their own little edit on there, I was still able to get my own feel from the footage, like my own look, my own, just from having their look and then throwing a lot on there. It's like, it's almost like they had nothing on there, and Blackmagic recognized, or kind of has this sort of system that says, okay, this should look like that. Then if that's that color, then it should really look like this. And I think that's quite good, because I feel like even though they did do what they did, my work looks so much different from what they were doing. And like, a lot of people criticize my work because of, oh, it looks like it's too dark and da-da, but they didn't go on YouTube to see the video. They watched it on Instagram. Like, are you stupid? Like, you're criticizing something that is showing on Instagram. Like, Instagram is not known for quality. You can't put HD on Instagram. You cannot do it. And the reason why I've only got HD on this one is because I can only rip in HD off of YouTube. I couldn't do 4K because I didn't even think to research for YouTube upload or download of 4K. But anyway,
trying to draw me in. Games trying to draw me in. Trying to draw me in. Trying to draw me in. Straight gas trying to draw me in. Trying to get away from the game. But it's trying to draw me in. Trying to draw me in. Paybacks trying to draw me in. Trying to draw me in. Trying to draw me in. The games trying to draw me in. It's a dark house, please don't go in there. You don't wanna take what I got. Trying to pull a massive battalion. Knock, knock, knock.
That's what I wanted to show you. I wasn't gonna shut up. You can go watch our video yourself on the same channel you're on now. But this piece here, if you look, you can see it. This is why I must have said, you don't know why they sent us that stupid clip of the balloon, the people assembling a balloon, when they should have sent something like this, or the black girl in the balloon, because her skin color's dark and it gives you a bit more of a challenge to work with. Because me, I like a challenge when it comes to getting correct images, but with a bit of difficulty. I like to overcome certain things with my own like thought process, and like you gain more out of it once you've corrected something that you feel was harder to work with. So I wanted that black girl's images, and they didn't show them. And it's like, I commend them for doing the other black girls in the other one. Like, they let two black girls, because the skin tone's harder to work with, and it gives you a bit more to flex your skills. You understand? And it's nuts that they didn't even think to have any of these footages here, because they got lots of colors in it, and like they give you the naked one so you can give your own look. Like, my look looks like it's a sunny day and looks like the sun's about to set. Yeah, I gave it that look. When I uploaded that look, it did not look like this. It looked like something else. It looked boring. It didn't look like it had a. It didn't look like it really had the colors I wanted to see. Do you understand? If you look at this area here, it's yellowy, like a sun setting onto the left or to the whatever. Do you understand? And people just couldn't understand what I was trying to accomplish. But it's my interpretation. You could say what you want about it. I don't mind. You understand? It's just now that the original clips are up and everyone was saying, oh, you should have waited for the original clips. Oh, you're so sure. Why would you do that? Wait for the original clips. I get the original clips and it's not even the clips that I wanted. Do you understand? If you look at the videos I've edited, that balloon clip where they running around people assembling, I did not use that clip. That clip was nowhere to be seen, and I wouldn't have wanted it anyway, but for some reason they wanted to give us that clip. For what? It's just crap edit. It's a crap edit. Like, literally, I was so upset when I saw that, and I downloaded that 2.5 gigs that wasted my time. Like, literally, come on, man. But I'm gonna show you something which was really I'm jet lagged. I was in Atlanta this week, and chilling with the Mexicans and the El Salvadorians and the Jamaicans. There's like family. Yeah, I'm jet lagged still, so you catch me yawning every so often. But yeah, I'm gonna show you something, but I'm gonna so it's right there. Yeah. If you look, it's when the camera's moving up, it's jittery, and then it smooths out. Did you just see that? So it gets stiff and then it smooths out. You can go back to the video, the original video that I've posted, and then go to that bit. That's not just what I've done. That's the original. If you go to the original, they got that. And that's why they haven't allowed you to upload that footage, because you're probably going to see that mistake and be like, nah, B. But it's either the memory card that they're using that's done that, or it's the processing, the compression of the ProRes. Do you understand? So I'm not knocking any system. I'm buying this camera regardless. It's pennies. It's the pennies for that camera. I don't want to buy a Metabones. I bought an adapter already, but it's not a Metabones. It's a £12 adapter from. It wasn't even 12. It was like £9 from eBay. It's not a Metabones. I don't hope it doesn't reduce the light that my camera uses, but I believe that come on, it's only $1,000. Come on. You can't go wrong. People say, I want to see the footage. I'm like, well, if you can't afford the £1,000 camera, you shouldn't be filming, to be honest. Out of all the cameras you can buy, this camera is going to be better than the GH5. I know that for a fact. It's going to be better than the GH5. Like, just GH5 doesn't even have a fan, does it? Does a GH5 have a fan inside? I don't think it does. I do not think it does. I've used my GH5 like 4 times in over a year. 4 times. My GH5 is in Grenada. I'm in London. That says a lot about a camera. My GH5 is in Grenada. Grenada's in the Caribbean. I left my GH5 in Grenada on my mother's life. I left my GH5 in Grenada. Yeah? My GH5 should have been in my pocket in the plane. On the plane, it's not like it was too heavy to bring back. I could just put it in my pocket. I had 3 batteries, 2 lenses. I could have put that in my pocket. I left it in Grenada. I spent over $2,000 on that camera, plus another lens and some batteries, and an extra charger. Yeah, I spent over $2,000 on that camera, and I left the camera in Grenada. You think I'll leave my Blackmagic anywhere? You are out of your mind. I don't know. Anyway, it's only £1,000 for that camera. I'm buying it. I don't care what images come out. I don't care if there's any errors wrong. They're gonna fix that error soon. I know that. Blackmagic's done me nice over the years. I've I had an issue with one of my cameras. The friggin' there's a like I didn't because I buy things. I don't use them immediately, but I want to buy it just because I want to buy it because I want to have it just in case. So I bought my Ursa Mini 4.6K and I didn't use it I didn't use it properly for the first year and a half. I got it, yeah. So I bought it for over a year and a half ago, and I started using it out of warranty. I was using it, and I first time I used it, big project, got models out, got location, got permission, everything, filming for the whole day. Got home, I got to put it on the 4K and dual screens, and I realized there's a dot on one of the footages, and I was like, nah. Went through different footages, it's still the same dot on each footage. I was like, oh my gosh, I swear there's something in Blackmagic that can DaVinci Resolve that can get those things out, but that's not my thing. My thing is there's a bloody dot on my screen. I tried to, I thought it was a lens. I looked at the lens, tried to clean the lens. It wasn't the lens. Changed the lens, put another lens on it. Still got the dot on the screen. So I said, okay, it's not the lens then, it's the camera. So I use that little blimp thing to blow out all the dust and whatever from the thing, and I realized the dot was still there. And on top of that, I looked closely, and then there's a glass covering the sensor. Yeah. So I'm trying to whack that glass covering the sensor to see if I can get whatever it is off of that. And then I realized that whatever I was trying to wipe off was behind the glass. So I couldn't have put that shit there because it's behind a glass. So I'm looking at that. I'm thinking, nah. I sent the DNG files to Blackmagic. I said, look, there's something wrong with the sensor because this dot keeps showing up, and it doesn't even look like it's a sensor dot. It looks like there's something on the sensor. And I said, it's not my fault because the sensor has a glass over it, which you can't penetrate with oxygen, basically. And they said, oh, just send the camera in. I said, but I'm not in warranty. They said, well, if it's a fault by us, then we'll fix it. I sent it to them, I think on a Tuesday. I phoned them, went Thursday to see if my camera got to them, because obviously it's $3,500 I spent on the camera. I just stepped away. So $3,500 I spent on the camera. I was thinking, okay, let me just see what happens and like see if they got it. And then they phoned me and they said, oh yeah, we got it. We seen the issue. We're just gonna sort it out and send it back to you. I was like, cool. 2 days later, knock at my door. Brand new in the box. I didn't even send them back everything. They just said, send back everything you need to start up this thingy. So I sent back a power adapter, I sent back the handle and the actual Ursa Mini. That's it. I didn't send back the key for the DaVinci Resolve. I didn't send back the box. I did send back the box. I just didn't send back all the other gadgets that's in it. I didn't even send back the DaVinci Resolve, the SSD card. They sent me back a brand new. They said if we have to replace this camera, we would only send you back the stuff that you sent us back. They sent me a brand new box unopened. I opened the box. I got a fresh key of DaVinci Resolve. DaVinci Resolve, I think it was the newest one at that time. And then, do you know what's nuts? They told us when DaVinci Resolve 15 was coming that we had to purchase it, and then we needed to get a new key. My old DaVinci Resolve 12 key works on my 15, and that's amazing. That's what you call customer satisfaction. Yeah, you're never gonna see Adobe doing that. The Adobe's gonna rinse you dry for the next 50 years. You get me? Until they catch on to what Blackmagic's doing, Adobe's gonna rinse you dry for the next 50 years. Adobe, death of Adobe. I swear down, death of Adobe. Yeah. After I've seen how my DaVinci Resolve works on my laptop, I used to use After Effects and Premiere Pro. Nah, mate, never again. Never again. So I have the utmost faith in Blackmagic. They're the best company in the world for cameras, cinema cameras. They're the best company in the world for like customer satisfaction, to be honest. I don't care who says, September, you're going to be looking at January, you know them already. Shut up, yeah? Boxes are coming out now, yeah? People are getting their cameras now. September, they said, yeah? I think they learnt their lesson. You get me? And you don't even know why they didn't even drop their cameras the last time. They probably had so many issues like with the rolling shutter and the global shutter situation. I bought my camera believing that I was going to get global shutter and rolling shutter. They should have really gave me back some money. But because there was no company who was going to give me the same product for the same money, I just said, well, rolling shutter it is then. You understand? So anyway, I believe that Blackmagic is the best company for cameras and video editing software ever. There will never be anyone above them, and the only person that can come close to them is DJI. Yeah, remember I said that DJI is the only company that can give Blackmagic a run for their money. Yeah, remember I said that. Yeah, in about 5 years time, when you start seeing DJI doing a madness on Blackmagic, you're gonna be like, okay, it's on now. It's on. But Blackmagic has the upper hand because they got software, and people are buying. You're buying your Blackmagic Pocket Cinema camera 4K for £800 or $900 because you're getting the free DaVinci Resolve 15. So if you do minus that price, you're really spending. You're spending nothing basically. You're spending £800, $900 on your camera. That's facts. Because you can still get your DaVinci Resolve because I got two DaVinci Resolve keys, and I'm pretty sure when the next DaVinci Resolve comes out, I could probably use the same key on that. So you could possibly get your key and sell that DaVinci Resolve to someone for £100 and say, yeah, here's your key. You just download any legit version or the full version of DaVinci Resolve, and there's your key. Bang! You've made yourself £100 back off of your system. It's that simple. But Blackmagic make it so easy for people to have DaVinci Resolve because all you got to do is buy one product. I bought the first was it the 3-inch monitor? The 3 is a 4, it's 5-inch monitor. I bought the first 5-inch monitor from Blackmagic, and they gave me the DaVinci Resolve. That why? I don't know, but they gave it to me. I was using a friggin' Canon at the time, and it didn't even work with the Canon. But I was using the Canon 5D Mark II, and it didn't even work with that. It worked a bit, but it just didn't have the same feel as it does when it works with my thingy. But yeah, man, at the end of the day, you can't go wrong with a £1,000 camera. It's not even 1,000, it's 800 considering you get the DaVinci Resolve with it. And I believe that everyone's just annoying. Like, everyone's just got their own bitchiness about them. Like, oh, this, that, and this, that. Oh, you shouldn't have done that. Oh, why did you crush the blacks and blah, blah, blah. And then I'm going to get to that crush the blacks. I'm getting to the crush the blacks bit now. If you look at most of my imagery, it looks very saturated and nice and warm, and that's the feel I was going for. Like, if I wanted to make it look like it was glacius, like, I would have done that. It would have made it more blue, and I took out some of the green and made it a bit more darker black or whatever. If you could take time to look at this video in itself, you'd see it's got the description up there, graded footage on the same page. But when you see the black girl's face in this, you can see the detail in her face. But on the Instagram, for reason, people feel that the quality should be the same when they're looking at it on smaller screens. But some people just need to correct their minds and just be logical instead of being emotional.
Fucked up North Korean, always tryna bring a nigga in, but all you niggas move hot Singaporean. I ain't tryna be in the game till I'm 40, tryna be big like Notorious.
And for no reason whatsoever would I believe that this image is crushed. Do you understand? If you look at this, you could see how her skin's brown, you could see the lips, you could see the nose, you could see the shape of the face, you could see her marks or whatever, you could see this is not crushed. But on Instagram, oh, the girl looks so black. It's like, shut up, just go and watch it on YouTube. It clearly states to watch it on YouTube. It's like, come on, you're not going to watch a movie on Instagram. And then one guy was like, oh, I watch movies on my phone. And I was just like, you're an idiot. Like, only an idiot will watch a movie on their phone. Like, come on. You've got a laptop. If you've got a phone good enough to watch a movie on it, you should have a laptop to watch a movie on it, or a big screen TV. I mean, big screen TVs are £200 nowadays, or $150 some places.
Be big like notorious. I'm old school Victorian. Only bitches in my pocket Victoria. Got me thinking how much bottle should I.
Anyway, I'm not playing this. You can go and watch that in your own time. But bottom line is, this was funny to me. This is so funny to me. I was so gassed when I saw this. I was like, yes, someone's got it finally.
สวัสดีครับวันนี้ผมจะพา
And then I heard that and I was just like, what the fuck? Like, the average person that's buying this camera is going to be all over the place, but I can almost guarantee that probably majority of people buying this camera are going to be English. And that was my issue with the whole system. Is like, you should have really got everyone together and said, look, here's the camera, and I'm going to give you the amicable time to get your footage together, get your edits together, and then you're all going to upload it, and then and make it public at the exact same time. So, you know, you can upload and then you can make it public at a specific time or date or whatever. You can say, okay, this date and that time, boom, 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 we're going to make it, bam. But everyone's just hungry for the views. Like, this person's got 11,420 views, and I don't even understand what the guy's saying. And let's look at the first comment. I don't understand a word, but I love this unboxing. Yes, unboxing showed a different world. Just wish there were subtitles, and that's exactly what I was saying. I was looking for subtitles, and there were none. Do you understand? Which is so, I don't know, man. First unboxing on planet Earth. English subtitles, please. Where can I buy it? T-shirt. Is there a T-shirt that I'm not seeing here? Because that person's an idiot. Where can I buy this T-shirt? What's wrong with the T-shirt? Is there a T-shirt that I'm not seeing here? Because it's a plain white T-shirt. It's got marks in it. Anyway. Gallery. Okay, yeah. That is what they should have said. It says raw, it doesn't say lossless, it doesn't say whatever. It's got every other detail in there. Maybe it might be in this section here, but why would it be here? It should be here. Let me power read that. Bloody blah de blah de blah de blah de blah de blah. Okay, pocket 4K ISO trans. So really need, okay, use ND filters, yeah, cool. Yeah, nothing. There's nothing. I can't, like, for the life of me. Look, it's still not down there. And this is another misleading thing. It's just, they're giving you one clip, but they said ISO 400 and 800. One clip? I don't know about that, mate. I really don't know, mate. But yeah, I like the steel. I like that steel there still. Is that Vimeo? Wow, they're using Vimeo. It's quite. I like the fact that they're still using Vimeo, which is quite good. I didn't even download this one because it was just a bit stupid. It was dumb. Look, see, he's got Apple ProRes 442HQ, and that's enough detail. This just says raw, and that's what's annoying. Blackmagic, sort it out, mate. So this is my laptop. I'm gonna upload this and put all the details, all the specifics in there, specifications, blah 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 blah. And Bob's your auntie, and Bob's your auntie.